Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
By now, you guys have heard a lot about the migrant situation that is going on here in the United States of America, where President Joe Biden has decided to open the borders and allow any and everybody to come up in here. Now, we've covered it a lot on this channel, especially in regards to Chicago and New York, where migrants are getting a whole bunch of resources to basically be able to take care of themselves. Well, in this particular story, I'm going to tell you it is of a man by the name of Ibou Sarr. He is from Senegal, and he owned a furniture store, and he had about 70 migrants in there, okay? Doesn't sound like a big deal, but they said he was charging $300 for food and shelter, among some other stuff. Now, he is saying, I at first had 2 people coming, to live at our furniture store, because he said his sister had a cousin or somebody that was a migrant, needed somewhere to stay. And then he said eventually more and more people from West Africa showed up and called and said, hey, I need a place to stay. So he said that's how he ended up with so many. But then neighbors started to complain to the city, and it is said that the city received over 300 complaints about e-bikes being stored in the furniture store. They also got complaints of noise and just a whole bunch of stuff, right? Especially the activity of so many people going in and out of that furniture store. So finally, the city, via Mayor Eric Adams, decided to go take a look. And yeah, they found out that the furniture store was not adequate to store or to house rather migrants. It didn't have any ventilation. It just, it's basically for furniture, right? Not people. So they made them leave. But Eric Adams says, well, a lot of them were sent to the Roosevelt Hotel, and some of them were sent to the shelter, not shelter. Because you guys know now in New York, they have a 30-day policy to which after 30 days, the migrants will have to leave, and then they'll have to reapply so they can go back, which is silly to me, right? Because it's like, why just you making them leave in the first place? But anyway, so a lot of people were complaining and saying, oh, well, Ibou, he's getting over. He's charging all this money for the migrants to stay there. And some people did the math, and it says that he's getting about $21,000 a month to house those West African migrants. Now, remember, just a second ago, I said Eric Adams, the mayor there, was like, well, they were able to go to the Roosevelt Hotel, which is right down the street from 5th Avenue, from what I understand, right? Now, I looked, and it's about $250 a night to stay there. So people were mad that Ibou was charging $300 a month, but they're not mad that their tax dollars are going to house migrants to the tune of $250 a day. That's a lot of money. And so me personally, there's a couple of things. For one, no migrants should be over here getting resources, especially above black people, because black people have been asking for the ultimate resource for the longest, and that's reparations, right? But they're here and they're getting all those resources, and they mad at another black man who was like, all right, they need a place to stay. They got a little money. They could pay me and they could stay. And, the migrants said that they liked it because it was stability there. They had camaraderie and things like that, opposed to having to go from shelter to shelter to shelter, wondering if they were going to have a place to stay and all of that. But listen to this short clip of Ibou.
They don't want to go. They don't want to go through that again, because it's like this morning, most of them called me. They said what they've been through is, they have never been through that last night. They've been through hell last night, trying to find a place, to stay. And they were fine. We were fine. We were just, doing what we have to do.
So he's basically saying, that they needed help. They called me and I was here to help, and all of that. And so, yeah, I get it. They needed his help. I'm not mad at anybody trying to make a dollar. But as I said, they should have to come over, like everybody else should have to come over the right way, but they surely should not be getting resources. And I've never stayed at the Roosevelt Hotel. I'd imagine it's pretty nice, but they're letting migrants stay there, and they, being the city of New York, is footing the bill. So I don't know, y'all. It's getting worse and worse and worse. But one thing I'm never going to do is be mad at the brother man for finding out a way to make the money, because even in Chicago, there was a white man. He had a bunch of apartment buildings where he opened it up for the migrants, and he getting paid. Ain't nobody mad at the white man getting paid, but everybody mad at the black man that's getting paid. Those are his people. They're charging $300 a month. You know, is he making a pretty penny? Yeah, I still ain't mad at that. But the ultimate problem is they shouldn't be over here. It shouldn't be anybody's responsibility to take care of them. But anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, the Demetra Kaye.